Hello, Guido here from blockbuilders.net, and today we want to take a look at Binance and if it makes sense for you to trade there or if it is better to trade on a different exchange. So let's get into our review. First of all, Binance is the biggest cryptocurrency exchange in the world. And you can see that if you go to coinmarketcap.com, and you can actually see the biggest cryptocurrency exchanges by spot volume and by derivatives. So spot is basically if you buy and sell cryptocurrencies and they belong to you afterwards. And derivatives is basically futures trading. So you are basically just trading a contract on the price of an underlying asset. But you can use leverage with that. And as you can see here, Binance is both times listed as the #1. So it has the highest trading volume of 13 billion in the last 24 hours when it comes to spot. And when it comes to derivatives, it was almost 50 billion that were traded in the last 24 hours on Binance. That's more than twice as much as the second largest derivatives exchange, for example, here. So as you can see, it's clearly #1. And even if you look in terms of number of coins, so different cryptocurrencies that are listed there, Binance has quite a lot. So they have currently 411 cryptocurrencies that are tradable there when it comes to spot, and when it comes to derivatives, so futures trading, it's a bit more than 350 cryptocurrencies that you can trade there. And as you can see, that's more than, for example, Coinbase and some other exchanges. And there are some exchanges that have like more than 2,000 cryptocurrencies. However, here you have to keep in mind that they are not very liquid, especially when it comes to the smaller coins. So it doesn't really make sense to have that many coins if they are not really liquid. So if you want to trade here one of the smaller coins on Gate.io, it totally destroys the price if you are dumping just a couple $1,000 of that cryptocurrencies. So be careful with the number here. Okay, if you want to trade on Binance, you have to know you need to verify your identity. So you need to do a KYC process, know your customer process, and that's basically mandatory by all of the big cryptocurrency exchanges, especially if you want to deposit real currencies like euros or Australian dollars, British pounds. You really need to verify your identity. And as I said, that's mandatory by all of the big ones like Coinbase, Bybit, OKX, Kraken, and so on. So there's no real difference here between other cryptocurrency exchanges. If you don't have a Binance account yet, I also put down a link in the description that you can use to sign up. And you will save some money with it. So the next thing you want to do after you have your account is you want to deposit some money. And for Binance, it's pretty straightforward. You can either deposit all the cryptocurrencies that are traded on Binance, or you can deposit your local currencies. So for example, for me, I'm in Germany, so it would be euro. And they give me the option to do a bank transfer, so it's called SEPA here. And I could also use a credit card. However, with the credit card, the fee is 2%, which is quite high. And if I do a bank transfer, it's max at €1, which is pretty cheap. And that actually works pretty well. However, here you have to know that the name on your bank account and the name on the Binance account has to be the same. So you can't transfer money from your wife's account to your Binance account because the two names don't match. And when it comes to withdrawals, it's also pretty straightforward with Binance. You can either withdraw all the cryptocurrencies that are traded on Binance, or you can do a banking transfer, a wire transfer again. And for me, it would be via SEPA. So that's also pretty straightforward. And they only charge like €1, which is max, which is also pretty fair. So that works right now pretty well. In the past, there were times where it wasn't possible for customers, especially here in Germany or in some other European countries, to withdraw money to your bank account. So you had to go and withdraw some cryptocurrencies and send it to a different exchange and then withdraw to your bank account. However, now it works pretty flawlessly. So that's pretty good. Another thing that's pretty good when it comes to Binance are the fees. If you want to trade spot, the fee is max 0.1%. And here you have to keep in mind for some other exchanges, they easily charge you 1% or more. And if you want to trade derivatives or futures, it's 0.04%. Or if you do a limit order that isn't filled immediately, it's 0.02%. So it's pretty cheap, even if you compare it to the competitors here. So in terms of fees, Binance is really very good. Especially when you have some BNB in your account, you can choose to pay your fees in BNB, and then they give you another 25% discount on the fee. So it's 0.075% that you are paying as a fee when it comes to spot trading. So that's pretty good. So there's nothing to complain about the fees. And Binance is also pretty safe. And Binance works like most of the cryptocurrency exchanges. They have a hot wallet and a cold wallet. So 98% or more of the cryptocurrencies that Binance holds are in a cold wallet. So they are not accessible from the internet. And only less than 2% are in a hot wallet. And Binance uses that money to handle withdrawals and deposits and stuff like that. And there was only one hack I can think of in the past where Binance lost some money. I think it was around 40 million US dollars that they lost. And obviously they made the customers whole again. So no one really lost money and they paid it all back. And it's pretty safe. However, you have to keep in mind you should enable the two-factor authentication for your account. So let's have a look at trading. Binance allows you to trade, as I said, more than 400 cryptocurrencies. And it's a bit complicated, especially if you are new to trading. They have like the screens here with the order book, all the sell orders in red and all the buy orders in green. And here you have the latest trades. And here you can do a limit or market order, use the price chart. And if you are new to trading, it's pretty complicated. However, they have another feature that they call convert. So if you have some currency here, you can easily convert it into a different currency. So for example, if you have USDT, or for me it would be euros or whatever, you can easily convert it to BTC or any other cryptocurrency that is listed on Binance. So that's pretty easy, especially if you're new to the whole stuff. What are some of the disadvantages when it comes to Binance? First of all, it's not available in every language. So for example, for me, I'm in Germany and it's not available in German. Especially when you are in Germany, you can't use Binance in German. And so you have to check for your local language. And the other thing is, it's not possible to trade futures when you're in Germany and in some other countries. So you have to check if you can trade futures there. You can do that. If you can't trade on Binance, you can use, for example, Bybit, which is also a good exchange, and where you can trade futures if it's not allowed for you to trade it on Binance.com. So that's some of the disadvantages. And besides that, they have a lot of stuff in here that you can do. So they have like a feature that they call Earn, where you can earn interest on the cryptocurrencies that you have. They have like flexible and fixed times, and where you can subscribe with a cryptocurrency, and then you can earn some interest on these cryptocurrencies. And they have different options here, and you can do staking with Binance. So for example, Ethereum staking, or you can stake your BNB and earn some reward. So there are a lot of options to earn money on Binance even without trading. So that's pretty good. And that's basically it in terms of my review. So when it comes to Binance, you can basically use it. It's a bit complicated if you're new. However, they have a lot of coins. They are cheap to use and they are safe so far. And most of it is pretty straightforward and you can easily adapt to it. So feel free to sign up and use your Binance account to start trading. If you have any questions about it, please feel free to use your comments down below. And if you find that video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.